Hey, this is MATSAN and welcome to our next video.
Welcome back.
The video's title today is Do We Believe in
Aliens?
Yes. So, regarding to the topic, as you can see, Sansan wear this amazing brain abducted shirt.
Yes.
And I wear a Goku and Vegeta because I couldn't find anything else.
Yeah, we had like a shirt of Skrillex's album, which is the alien's face.
Yeah.
Which we couldn't find.
It's somewhere, okay?
Somewhere in the closet.
Yes, we prepare some questions for us.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, let's just start with a simple question to just raise the topic.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a UFO, or do you know anybody who have seen UFO in your life?
So I never seen any.
All right.
No one around me seen any UFO. Only my parents mentioned that they once saw when there was rainbow after the rain. Yeah. So there
Okay.
there are 8 gods because we have those different gods in our fairy tales, those legends. So there are 8 immortals. They were crossing the rainbow. You know, like this is a rainbow, so they're like taking turns crossing one by one. And those 8 gods are they're like a gang, they're like a squad. They always go anywhere together, like 8 of them. So my parents say that they saw them crossing.
And how old were you when you heard that?
I was young, but they say to me.
But maybe they wanted to just make a story for you.
I never thought of that. Ask them. Okay.
I don't. I mean, I'm open to anything, but I'm just.
But then it's
a bit
not
suspicious.
UFO. It's from those
Oh,
legends.
it's fine.
Okay, and you?
About me, I have never seen any UFO, nothing. However, my parents, they once told me, and it was in my conscious type of life,
Okay.
that they actually seen something very weird, which was basically they were like lying like this, and they have like those kind of windows like this because they're living in something like a house. It was already it wasn't nighttime. No. It was rather like a daytime, and they saw like shiny objects, like few of them, and they were making this kind of travel in the sky like this, very sharp and very squarey. Yeah, they were like this, and there were a few of them, and then finally they just all go away. Yeah. Something like that, they've seen. And however, about me, nothing. But we both recently, we saw something which we were like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
We actually saw a starling. If you don't know what is that, it's basically a bunch of satellites that are spread right now in the space from Elon Musk.
By SpaceX. They're spraying around the Earth, like sperms, basically.
There's many of them, and they have like a very obvious road. It's like one by one. And we saw something, and we were like, what? Because we didn't actually read about that thing back then. And Sansan saw it first, and she was like, what is that? Yeah.
Because it goes like straight line.
Yeah.
And dot by dot, so you can only see those dots, and they are moving slowly like train. And
they are so symmetrical to each other, yeah.
Yeah.
And you are asking like, is that like a falling star, like the star or something? I was like, no way, it's not possible. And I was like, why they even go up?
Yeah, we were also thinking it's like plane, but it doesn't make any sense that.
Yeah.
And that like the distance between each of them is equal.
And then we are using the newest technology in our phones, so she actually opened one of the app that shows the space, and then exactly pointing there, that app says it is a Starlink. Then she googled what is the Starlink, and we are like, this is it.
Yeah,
okay,
it was amazing. Like we learned something just exactly on the day.
And a few days later, we actually saw another one, like 1 or 2. I think.
Just few.
Wasn't that obvious, but we saw another one. But it was a brilliant experience. You can Google it or YouTube it.
Yeah.
Just type Starling.
Plenty of videos up there.
And Starling on Earth, something like that. And it's a mind-breaking thing.
True.
Do you believe in alien form, and what kind of alien form do you believe? A question to you.
Alright, so I do believe in aliens. In which form? This I wouldn't be able to answer because I feel that Because of all the science fiction, doesn't matter about novels or about movies, there are so many images already inserting into our brain that when we talk about aliens, or when people say that when they witness aliens, they say that they always have this big head, big eyes, small mouth, and they are short, 120 centimeter, 150 centimeter. They are either green or gray, like that. Yeah. So I think that's a big assumption of how they look like or how they should look like. But of course, if we are talking about aliens, so it's not only about one species coming from one planet. Yeah, so depends on the sphere, the atmosphere, the temperature of that planet. So definitely they will look different. Yeah, so I wouldn't say which type or what kind, but I do believe that there is definitely some other living form in the outer space, because I don't think we are that special that we are the one and only most intelligent race in this whole whatever how big it is. Yeah, so that's my opinion.
About aliens, in my understanding, I do believe in alien forms. In a scientific point of view, there is too many planets in a not solar system, in a galaxy. Too many planets in a cosmos, it's like crazy. A lot of them, and to be honest, at the same time, already scientists are discovering some planets which are very similar to planet Earth, which gives a big possibility, at least for plants, to grow there. And I consider alien forms also as this kind of form, which is like basically plants. So well, I do, and I think it's actually many of them. However, in my opinion, there's like most of them are probably rather like very simple forms. So like bacteria, of course, those plants, like little forests and everything like that, plus some smaller creatures, animals. Smaller or bigger, but not so many of them have an actual brain to make something more. Yeah. However, I do believe that there must be also more intelligent forms living in other planets, which I love to think about this. However, I am not so open that this thing happens so often. Yeah. Which actually there is something which is called the Fermi paradox. Have you ever heard about this?
No.
Like this is like a paradox that says that basically, according to the science, like there is such a big possibility, so many planets and so on, that there has to be alien form. It should be very common, in the space. And if it's so common, so there should be intelligent form, And if there is intelligent form, so it's already many of them. So basically there should be so many of them that we should even see somebody already.
It's like airplanes coming here, landing.
There should be something that we actually see. The problem is that we don't see, or at least those evidence that people say or people show somewhere. Well, it's not like an obvious evidence. You can say like, oh yeah, this looks so real, but you don't really, you can't say it was really 100% real, about those evidence. So it is funny that by the science there is so much proof that there must be so many forms, but we don't really see them, in the cosmos. However, yes, I do believe in alien forms, in the those microorganisms and so on as a common, plus maybe something more advanced. And what do you think about this level of development of those forms? Like, do you think people, like a human race, is actually like already very high in the cosmos, or we are little? What do you think about this?
I think we are high. And I wouldn't say that in the outer space there are way more higher intelligence aliens, because if they are way smarter than us, so definitely they would already find a way to communicate with us.
Okay.
There will be way more communication than what we know right now.
And there are many theories about this, yes? That, for example, oh, because humanity is so aggressive right now, so they are not contacting us, or
I don't think
because humanity didn't really reach the level that could be, with them, so they are like leaving us alone.
Which
Like,
I also don't think so.
yeah, and I'm just saying that people are saying that.
Yeah, because we consider ourselves as pretty developed race already, and we are also sending our message. Yeah, so in any case, if we could find, I don't know, in planet A, and there's some species like with brain, but they're more stupid than us, we won't be like, piece of crap, we're not gonna go there, we're not gonna contact them, they're stupid. No, of course we see there is something living out there, so we will definitely try to be in contact. Of course we are talking about the mentality of us as human beings, but if we're all in the higher intelligence level, we're at the top of the pyramid, so I believe at least the basic way of thinking is the same. So they will at least try to have some communication with us, but till now we don't have any confirmed concrete proof that there is. So yeah, I think we're pretty high, but I wouldn't say we're the highest. It's just so arrogant to think that we are the highest of all.
Well, for me, it's like I am arrogant. I would love to be arrogant in this way, that I would love our race to be the highest in the whole cosmos. Yeah, I just would love humanity to run the cosmos. However, I know it's probably really impossible regarding to the space of cosmos. Do you know there is actually a scale about the technology used? That's like there is a scale. It's like called Kardashev scale. Okay. And it's the scale of how advanced is the form, any kind of living form, and there's like from 1 to 3 official on this 1 to 3, which 1 is like a planetary scale, so they control the whole planet basically. Yes, so they control the planet. The planet is not anymore a danger for them. They can use the whole resource of planet and so on.
Like dinosaur.
Yes? You think dinosaur was on that scale? I don't think humanity is in that scale. Can we, for example, right now there is a massive rain in Warsaw and we are floating here, or for example, volcanoes eruption or the earthquakes.
Yeah, you have right. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah? Which actually humanity, regarding the scale, is very close to number 1, but we are still 0. However, probably in 2100, this year, we will reach to number 1. We are very close already, yeah? And there is a second scale, which is like a stellar scale, yeah, stellar scale. So they control not even their own planet, but the whole solar system, for example, yes? This kind of scale. And there is even like a concept, which it's like a Dyson sphere, which is like something like a sphere around the solar, the sun, our sun, for example, that you can, you make something like an object around it to consume the power of that star and take it to your race, basically, yes, to use the power of the star. Very interesting. And there is a scale 3, which is like a galactic already, yeah, so they control the whole galaxy, yeah, which basically, as I see in our galaxy, we don't have that scale. Yeah. And people say like those people who are connected with that scale, that they say that to reach a second one for humanity, it will take 1,000 years. But to reach number 3, it will take 100,000 years, even up to 1 million years. So it's a long way to go.
Long way to go.
Yeah. However, I think we are pretty high as a race because, as we see, not really so many aliens, or not even any aliens, are visiting us, and so on. So probably they don't really reach that much. Yeah, they cannot really cross the speed to really reach our planet. Or maybe we are looking in a wrong way. We can't really find them because we are looking in a different way. Do you believe we as Earthlings already have method to contact aliens? This is actually something that we are talking about right now.
So
we do have methods, but we
don't have feedback.
But we don't have any feedback.
It's like calling those clients, like those random clients, like you call them.
Like sales representative,
yes.
Yeah. Hello, you are not interested.
Okay.
No, we are using those like radio waves, for example, and there is no response. We are sending us sending something which is like something like this, for example, was supposed to be understandable for aliens, but there is no response. I don't know what we are using. We should use different form, different way.
Send notes.
Send notes. Oh, yes.
I'm so stupid.
But maybe that's the way.
They're like sitting on the sofa and then seeing
Bored.
those, they're like, oh, again, those earthlings. Send notes. And we just don't understand.
But yeah, they type send notes in the language and then
And we don't
understand.
get it. That's why.
You should contact NASA. Do you believe in alien abduction? Do you?
No.
I don't.
No.
I don't know. Like.
As I said before, if they already have the power and the intelligence to be here in this hidden way that we couldn't properly find them out, so they could contact us like a proper guest, you know, to invite our people to join them, to have a tour in the craft and so on, instead of abducting.
No, and then they do some medical test on you and so on. But I don't understand what for even. Like.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But what for? Come on.
Yeah, what for? They're not
like
unless they're gonna colonize us. Then there is a point to test how we, as their slave, we are gonna behave under their machine. But it also doesn't make much sense.
For me, the thing that is literally interesting that they all say, like those witness of those spacecrafts of aliens and aliens themselves, they always describe them in a pretty similar way. That is very interesting. That it always is those Polish sharaki. I don't know how to call this form. This gray form. Yeah, with
the two gray men, as we mentioned earlier.
With those eyes and so on. And it's always like that. And always those UFO look in this circle way or oval way. Yeah, and there is something in it. There is something in it that they always mention this, not something different. Like if I want to make something, I would say maybe something different, like, oh, actually I saw, and I would make them like, if I want to fake it, I would say it in a maybe different way, like, oh, actually I saw it, and that's how they looks like, yeah. But they all somehow say the same thing, that is spooky.
So I have a question, do you believe in reptilians?
No, I do not believe in reptilians. I don't know, I'm far away from those kind of theories,
Conspiracies.
I don't believe in reptilians, and I hardly even believe in those forms that we already said, this gray form. However, it is interesting, and I'm open about this. Yeah, I'm open, but I would be scared of visiting one of them. I don't know, like even they are so small, and it sounds scary.
No, I would be excited. They can do experiment on me.
The sex experiments.
So, do you believe in Area 51?
No, there is Area 51.
I mean, I'm sorry, the wrong question. Do you believe that Area 51 is connected to alien activities?
No, I think the US government wanted people to believe this is connected to aliens, which make it easier to hide actual aircrafts that they were testing there to hide it from Soviet Russia back then, yeah, right? To test something, because people will be talking about those aliens and then they will be not really focusing on the actual thing that is going on there. That's my understanding of Area 51, yeah? I am actually... No, I don't really believe in that something extra was going on there, yeah? However, there are many things that are interesting in our planet, like those pyramids, why they are so mathematical, yeah? How it's supposed to be built by those people back then, where it's such a big structure and so on. So some people are speculating maybe some aliens were helping them. Maybe those gods that they created was actually aliens, yeah? Maybe. We don't know. What?
No, like it's an interesting question that it was God or it was alien.
Yeah, maybe the god that they were looking at, that they described them on those hieroglyphs.
Yeah, because
aliens.
if it was alien, so why they just show up back then to help them to build pyramid, and then they just left.
Maybe they died. Maybe they were like predators. Like maybe they kind of like, you know, they were kicked out from their planet somehow, and then they just went to planet Earth just to have fun. I don't know, or maybe it was like their vacation. Makes me interested in alien ladies. How they do.
He's always interested in those. In Star Wars, I don't know the name of that species. Those greenish or bluish ladies with two.
Oh god, I
tubes
forgot.
on the head.
What's the name of? Oh god.
You always find them sexy.
Twirl.
Never mind.
They are very hot.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed this creepy video and see you guys next time.
See you next time. We love you. Bye.